As we continue on with Millennials and Money, Margaret Bogenrief of ACM Partners joins me now. Good to have you here. Hello.
Thank you. Always great to see you.
Thank you. And let's talk about what retailers are doing to attract millennials. We just heard about Hilton Hotels making the big move. What do you see out there, Margaret?
I think what's interesting is we're really seeing the market divided in going in two different directions: budget and luxury. And I think you're seeing that. That's why companies like Target are succeeding, Amazon, is that they're combining very successfully those two elements. So when it comes to millennial shoppers, millennials are shopping differently than they've ever shopped in the past. And I think especially when it comes to traditional retailers are kind of left back on their heels because it's tough as a multi-billion-dollar company to accommodate that. And so you're seeing a lot more investment in different areas.
I can imagine. Now, break this down. How does it work with millennials and shopping as far as maybe apparel or home goods?
So what's really interesting with apparel is it's really become an online phenomenon. And I think especially given the changes in different real estate codes back in 2005, that really put a lot of retailers back on their heels because suddenly you need to start accommodating these folks with different inventory structures, different e-commerce structures. When it comes to home goods, a lot of what we're seeing on kind of the smaller end of the market, so we're talking under 100 million revenue, we're seeing boutique home goods stores do very well because millennials still want to walk in. It's their first house or their first apartment, and they want to feel the pillows and they want to really experience that. So it's definitely, I think the smaller home goods stores are going to be more successful than the smaller apparel retailers.
Now, you've mentioned this before, millennials being budget conscious. Is there any area where they are not so conscious, that they're willing to just throw money at something that they really want?
You're actually seeing a lot of that in the service industry. So when it comes to blowouts or manicures or dining out, they tend to spend more when it comes to experiences than when it comes to products. And that's what you're starting to see a lot more of.
And what about online? How is that going? You saw some of the numbers come out from the holidays. How's it looking for millennial spending in online versus bricks and mortar?
I always call it the 80-20 rule. It used to be, particularly in the last decade, even with e-commerce, most of us still went shopping. That's what we did. We looked at shoes, we felt things. Now you're seeing that ratio reverse, and that's really what you're starting to see is, especially when it comes to apparel, so much of apparel is replaceable, and that's why I think 2016 is going to be a very important year for retailers because it's just so much of this is replaceable, whereas millennials are really valuing more experiences than anything else.
Margaret, thank you for your insights.
Great, thank you.